period. Guys.
Yo, guys.
Hey, guys.
We are back. We did promise you guys a guest. And as you can see, we for the first one, we got you the best of the best. Yeah.
The Eastern's finest.
Yes, sir. We are in.
The one and only.
Some know him as Reason.
Oh.
Some know him as Alakine. But you know, it's so fun.
Who's your friend? I don't recognize.
Reason or Alakine?
I don't know.
You guys can't afford Reason.
I'm not even sure we can even afford Alakine.
No, Alakine is affordable.
Afford Sizwe.
No,
So
Alakine is very
Our friend.
affordable.
Yeah,
Our friend
Sizwe.
Sizwe.
Yeah,
Our friend
it's-
Oh, this is who you have.
Yeah.
Season Wicked.
Yeah.
So,
No, guys, we
We
can't
took it
afford
back
anybody, bro.
We took it back to Katlehong.
yes, sir. So we're just gonna have conversations with, like you know, we always do it. Hey, we are sends on my interview last Buzagut. So where do you come from? How old are you now? So yeah,
Just gonna chop it up.
we're just gonna chop it up.
Yeah.
And obviously we have our regular people.
Oh no, we've got extra guests at the back.
Yeah, gumnani.
Because
Guys,
what's about Haliba podcast is successful, Libana little fans.
It's a whole vibe. This
And then Halibana little fans, little family and friends, Babatao join. Hi guys. Hi.
It's very weird how we've got.
Ivy Shemba's the studio
extra
audience.
people.
Hey, Ivy Shembe. We've got. I always
We've
forget
got
people's
Mulan.
names.
We've got
let me
Mulan
tell you.
with
Mulan.
Mulan.
we've got
Hey,
Mulan.
Mulan.
Hi.
We've got Daenerys.
Yeah. And we've got
James.
James.
Patrick.
And then we've got Tofu, obviously.
We've got
We've got
Tofu. I said
a young
tofu,
lady
guys.
here who's wearing stockings that provocative. Provocative.
Hey, it's long on.
Lungu siyabaleka.
Provocative.
That's how provocative it is.
I just have to say, guys, we need to get Tofo's name right every time. You
It's
guys say
Tofu.
it's Tofu. Get
He said he doesn't
Tofu.
eat meat anymore.
In Foslo.
What do
No,
you say?
sir.
You can't be a dude from Foslo and not eat meat.
tough
I
life.
made this point also. I also did. You can't be a vegetarian in the East, dog.
Why?
In the hood. I mean, you can. That's just tough.
Kana mahlo a re tswa Sunday, o sa na so re ke di hangover re tsa jwang.
Yeah, bona yo. After tears.
Have some lettuce.
Lettuce kae ko Taki.
Deja once went to a vegetarian bride.
That's the night he stopped being vegetarian.
No. He was a meat lover. He was the only meat lover at the bride. So
have been
Nakinya in
very
a fucked up. No, ning utala ba priority mushroom.
He's smoky.
But vegetarians are extra.
He's smoky.
Ari, he had an outburst. You guys, what's the point? Why are you guys doing this?
Why is it even a
Why
bride?
are we
Why
Why are we pretending to bride? Ari, ning wait a minute. Ari, the last straw was when they brought out the veggie burgers. It's like, do you guys wanna eat meat?
The fake veggie burger.
Where are you guys? Are you?
But they're very they taste like meat. So I have this
No, they don't.
I'm
Why
sorry,
do you want them to taste
I'm
like
sorry
meat?
for mentioning a personal sausages, ne? Nna ke ja nama. He's vegetarian.
We know you.
Are
like
they
meat.
ne ke rata ho.
Here we go.
And
Yo, I had hope that they wouldn't take it there. I was holding on, saying
I was talking
they're gonna let it
talking about
slide.
a sausage. So utlaka sausage. It tastes just like meat. I must go try it out. Not even my daughter liked the shit. She was like, "Mama, what's this? It's just a lot of spice." And I was like, clearly it's not the way I'm taking my life.
But what's the weird thing about the vegetarians? Some vegetarians, as you're talking about this braai, why do they want things that taste like meat if you don't want meat?
Babatla sensation.
Because of eating meat before.
No, but then why?
It's like
why
once you go
No,
black,
he makes
you
a good
never
point.
go back.
I mean, to a certain degree, you can't just eliminate
So
all
when people
flavors
stop
of meat.
eating
You gotta have like a middle ground for the other ones that are still.
When's it
when people stop eating meat, they
The
don't
ones that
do
could
it
sit
because
back.
They hate the taste, right? they do it because it's like it's some conscious or some emotional or whatever reason. Like they come to some sort of like consciousness to be like, oh shit, I don't want to kill animals. I don't want to kill whatever. Right? But you still, if you've eaten meat before, meat tastes very nice, right? So you still want to do it. That's why you want the same feeling without the guilt of it, like without the,
So why
So
be
it's
vegetarian?
basically like protected sex, nah?
Yes, it's like using condoms.
Then I don't understand.
I hate to say it, that is such a
It's
great
basically
analogy.
like protected
She's
sex.
actually right.
What do you mean?
Basically
She's
like
actually
protected
right.
sex. O batla o have a mara, o batla di problems so have.
Go fela re batlo heva. Mara to protect her. So we're making the
Mara,
conscious
yeah.
decision to
Okay, look, fair.
live healthier lives.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it doesn't feel the
Emphasis on
same.
healthy. Emphasis on healthy.
Yo, son. they didn't get it. I died. You're damn.
Guys, I'm already also in the red light because my mic moves too much. I need to sit somehow.
No, you touch.
And
the
we've been
mic.
telling it, stop touching the mic,
Get
bro.
out touch.
So, well, the other thing is, I think there is a documentary on Netflix about this.
It's that health one, eh?
The biggest phenomenon, I don't know if it's a health one or what.
No, remember there was the one that they put out where they, honestly, I think it was vegetarians got together. They put together some money and they said, we're going to put out a documentary about the fact that meat is bad for you. And if
That
you
no
have
one
vegetables,
watched.
you will reverse all your diseases. Is that the one?
That no one watched.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
I come back to my point
Black
that
nigga,
no
that
one
whole
watched.
shit. Like, I don't believe what white people say. Don't try to sell me. Yes, but to a certain degree, for me, the other thing that jumped out was, so the biggest thing about meat is there's nothing that tastes like it,
Exactly.
right? So
That's
you,
why
you actually can't.
can't.
Yeah, you can't recreate the taste of meat with no
With no meat.
tea.
So
Too controversial.
imagine if it was not
So
beef.
now think about
So
it, right?
basically flesh
And
to
now,
flesh.
but
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're bringing it back.
Now
We're
you get
bringing
the
it
analogy.
back.
he gets
now you get the analogy
Yeah.
now. You
I
owe
mean,
tea.
hey,
You
welcome.
owe her a
I'm,
dab.
I'm sorry.
What?
Give her a dab.
I'm sorry.
Give her a
Thanks for
dab.
joining us on our podcast.
So now, yes, you think it's maybe some sort of propaganda, but if you really think about it, some of this meat is not really like the one, dog. Like eating horses
I agree,
and pigs, and it's actually not.
China,
Chinese
Anyway.
don't agree with you, but yeah. I get
Yeah,
your
well,
point.
whatever's in the McDonald's and whatever's in the
Give you
chicken,
remnants.
whatever, right?
Wait, what do you
Now, when you do discover though this,
Bakafadi shavings. It's are the animals. They don't
I
give
swear
you.
tea is not on this podcast.
No, she's not.
Mamela wena.
Listen.
So now the thing is, when you do find out about this meat and what's happening, and then you, like Deja says, you decide to make a conscious decision to stop eating meat. You then find yourself at the vegetarian braai. Because yes, kona bakwazi ukudismissa meat. Ifana noshukela, kona abantu aboyekela ishukela fast. Kona abanye bathi honey. Kona abanye bathi canderel. Whatever.
Xylitol.
Yabo? It's
Quality
easy to
diet.
recreate the sensation of sugar. But now when it comes to leaving this thing to say, okay, fine, let's say I want to stop eating meat, but I love the taste of meat. What do I do? Then in comes the veggie burgers, right? For those guys.
But does it taste
Now-
as good as
No, it
meat?
doesn't.
Listen, let's not forget, the point of this chat is that there's
Meat
no
is
veggie burgers
meat.
in Katlego, in Vosloo. There's no
is
burgers
meat,
in the
guys.
hood, dog. There's no
That's
veggie
damn
burgers
sure.
in the hood. You know what that thing is like? It's like Savannah Zero or
Exactly.
Heineken Zero.
Yeah, the 0%.
Another one. That's
I
almost,
once-
it's weird.
I
Almost like a placebo
Hence-
thing. Like
I
you-
once drove the
Hence,
whole of Katlego looking for
the
Savannah
condom
Zero.
analogy, guys.
Why?
Kirex doesn't drink, so he said, "Go get Savannah Zero." That's what was on his rider.
So now, what happens? Do you imagine, like, utala ufila nkago we house non-alcoholic alcohol? Like, what happens? I've never gone.
That's
through
why I'm
an
saying it's like a
experience
placebo. So like it's like you're trying to imagine the feeling of you being, but you actually never get there.
That's shit.
It's like
Like every other.
It's a
Yeah,
taste
it's a taste.
thing. It's a
It's a
taste
taste.
thing. If you can't drink
No.
alcohol anymore, you can drink something that's close to.
Just stop.
Yeah, I had
If
the
you've
same
made a decision
conversation
to
with,
stop,
with
make
my
it stop,
cousin
yeah.
during her pregnancy. She'd have Savannah Zero, and I was like, "What is the point?" She's like, "I'm out with people, they're having fun. I can only have so much cocoa juice."
That's a good point.
So then she would then switch to
Dog, how much Red Bull
Savannah
can you
Zero.
drink, dog?
Yeah.
I think
How much tonic can you drink?
I think it's all about like when you're trying to get like when you try to have the same feeling without really getting drunk, without really losing yourself as well.
But you won't get the feeling.
Same taste.
Same taste.
The same taste
Same
without.
taste. Because like alcohol and cold drink are two different things, right? So if I today I probably had like maybe like 4 drinks so far, right?
No.
If I was having,
That's
more than that.
That's what I
That's
think.
not accurate,
That
but
is a
okay.
lie.
We had
We're
at
here for
least
you.
7.
We support
lie.
you regardless.
Also, your today started at 3 in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, funny as fuck.
From 12 a.m.
Don't start counting from 12.
This nigga.
But had I been drinking like cold drink, I would have stopped maybe like at like 2 or 3 at the most. Like, so you still want the same feeling without really getting the effect. It's like- yeah,
Yeah,
but I want to
A hot day.
But you want to get drunk.
Nah, guys, and I'm sorry. Like, I know we're not supposed to be alluding to sex, but
There you go, Tico.
But-
Bring it right back.
Okay, that's your job here. I see.
Yeah, no.
oh, but like, imagine
You're doing a great job.
Imagine,
Holding it down.
the exhaustion at the end of the night when and nothing is happening and people are getting drunk and you're getting fucking bored. Like, that's fucking exhausting.
No, it's not.
It is.
actually.
No, for
When
me
you're
it is.
coming
That's
from
when
being
you
a
get off
drinker,
people's
yes.
energy.
There's those other people who've never drank.
Yeah.
But
their
they
whole
never
lives.
really experience a party. Like, they don't
Yes,
know.
that's why we.
Also, so
how
are you
No,
Sean
no.
doesn't drink and he has a good time at the parties.
No, maybe I pretend.
are you
No.
equating it? Are you equating it to an orgasm?
What?
No, I mean, I'm saying like, you know, like
You never left sex.
I'm equating. Wait, I'm equating it.
into
Still
an
there.
orgasm.
I'm equating it to an orgasm with a condom on.
How is that
And I know I'm gonna be wrong for this,
an orgasm
and I
with a condom on and an
apologize.
orgasm without the condom on?
Two
There's a
different
difference.
things.
Okay, maybe you're still right.
Two different things. How, guys?
Wow.
Oh, you ran with it. Yes, but what if you've never had sex without a condom on?
Exactly. That's why you
All
should
you
marry
know
a
is the
virgin.
sense-
Are we going back to the
No,
circle?
no,
We
no,
can't
no,
be
no,
getting back to
son.
this
No.
question.
Okay,
Can you not
next topic,
Can
guys.
you not go there?
Thank
so
you.
I wanted to
Ah,
ask you, my friend. You told me like when you got here, like you were very upset because there's a guy that said to you, like you are
You're a 6.
the guy rated.
Oh, this motherfucker.
So
To
we're like,
your face?
yo, to her face,
And then
bruh.
I ask him,
I
okay,
am hated.
what's a 10?
There's something
What did you say to him
did.
before?
Exactly.
What happened before he
What
said
did
you were
you
6?
do to that guy?
I think he's not so bad.
Yeah.
You're not so innocent by yourself, my nigga.
What did you do?
What did you say for him
So
to get
this
to a point where he would
conversation
openly
comes
say
off
to you,
of the Tabo Besta thing, ne? So he's like, no, this chick is average. The doctor, she's average. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
wait.
This is the guy said that.
He started by saying that just off the rip.
No, he had like a whole status update along, ne? That no one reads, but I read those.
He was hating.
Ne? And
Hating
she's
on
like on Nandi. Like, she's average, she's like a 5.
he's talking about her looks.
Yeah.
In the current conversation that we're in about Tabo Best and 90% capabilities, he's having a conversation about her looks.
100%.
But fit.
So
Why
then-
did you read that post? Why did you read that post that
Exactly.
nobody
She
reads?
fell right into the trap.
You fucked up by reading it.
She already.
I
Now-
think,
now
yeah,
we are stuck in it.
retrospect,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
in
see.
retrospect. So
Okay,
he's
let's get
like,
to the
no,
6.
she's like a 5 on a normal day, but 6 if she puts effort. I'm like, okay, so
Let's
how
look at this
how
girl.
do
I've never actually seen her face.
yeah, how
a
do
pretty
you
girl.
measure?
She looked like
A
this
Nandi.
She's okay.
No, she's
I can't believe
pretty,
we're gonna
man.
check out a
Hi.
murderer.
Right.
Now
So
I
can't believe we're gonna check out a
guys,
murderer.
wait, my
Now I have
point.
to put it
My
up here.
point is, ne,
Sema
she
cool.
said he says she's a 5 but a 6 on a normal day. So I'm like, okay, just rate random people. Ata, when am my friend? When are you a 6 because you're cute? I'm like, yeah,
That for him was a compliment.
yes. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he says to me, I'm like, okay, so what's a 9? What's a 10?
Do you want to
He's
see
like, I'm yet to
the
discover.
court pictures or the normal pictures?
Normal.
No,
Is it
Mubon said you got pictures because from the incline.
Well, let's just see
Yabo.
Google.
All right. I'm gonna find some. Yeah, Google.
So much atlo jwalo and then haketa I don't know because I'm cute. I'm like, okay. Thank you, I appreciate it. But what's a
Why
10?
is it-
Hat's even look 10 king, hat's even look 9 king. What's about 8?
Who's that?
7. This other friend of mine. So I'm just like,
So he couldn't like say Rihanna.
no.
That's your friend?
Oh, honest. I appreciate her honesty. The friendship,
So do you feel that his standard of beauty is just?
No,
She was hurt.
No, I wasn't hurt. I was just like,
You were.
No, you were.
according
You were
to
mad,
what
girl.
standards?
So that's what we want to talk about. Like,
No, trust me, T doesn't care.
so how
According to what standards,
yeah,
though?
according to who stand, like when you rate a girl, like when you say a girl is a 9 or is a
What is
2,
the standard?
what
The
is
general nigga Bible.
What is the, can
Yes,
we
but-
please?
What's the general nigga
good
Bible?
news
Break
There's
it
an
down.
unwritten general nigga Bible that all binds us into a conversation where we can have these conversations in our own corners.
Facts.
But I
Just
kinda
to
feel
rate-
like it's broken into two:
Facts.
face, body.
My thing about it is the
No,
general
but-
nigga
yeah.
Bible never has an agreement.
Okay,
It's just a chat.
Yeah.
It's like
It's subjective.
it's like the best soccer team in the Premier League. So saying you know.
Hey.
But there's a general
Yeah.
nigga
Don't open
conversation. Yeah, tough.
yeah.
So it's a personal rate, but it ends up becoming
is
a
a
chat.
general-
Ukuthi, ubheka uthi wena uthi mina ngithi dog I think T is a 9. Uthi aye T
Yeah.
aye 6.5.
She's a 10.
Uthi why
Why are we not getting to 10 though?
Why do you want 10?
Who is
Because
a 10?
Who is a 10? According to
D,
who is a 10?
you are a 10 for your man. Ne? He might say a 9, but he's not sure because he's leaving the 1% for hope.
Hey, all my baby mamas are 10s.
Ah, yeah, no.
Hey.
You see the general nigga jumped. He said baby mamas? How many baby mamas is this? Is it the number of kids is not the red flag, it's the baby mamas.
We're not here to find
We're gonna
out.
edit that part out.
But I gotta ask a question though. So like,
Yeah.
let's say if because generally, I think this rating or the standard of beauty, as we say, so you was a 10, this is a 5. So let's say for example you go to we are Kwakwa. They in Kwakwa there.
You're
Wait,
becoming
listen,
personal.
listen,
Oh,
listen.
don't
know what
take
he's
it
trying to say.
personally.
Listen.
They in Kwakwa there.
Okay, I hear what this guy why he would say that.
You see what I'm saying? So they in
Not my
Kwakwa there.
type.
There's a girl there, but for that guy, she's a 10.
Mm.
Yeah, boy.
Exactly.
And then-
Hallelujah,
wait,
baby, but
listen,
Lily too.
listen.
Obviously, the 10 Lily too.
Listen.
Yeah.
T, listen.
Oh,
So
Man, baby.
No.
Man, baby.
But no, it's not a matter of snibabi. It's lasiko.
Man, baby.
no, but guys, I'm not
This
finished my
is
point.
The roof.
1 second, T. So for him, she's a 10.
Sorry.
For him, she's a 10. Where he's at for him, this girl is a 10.
Mm.
But let's say this girl moves to Joburg. Say she moves to K1.
It becomes a 2.
She moves to K1. K1,
-5.
I'm not
It's a change, isn't it?
about but don't know if 4 nyana 2, maybe 3.
But
Do you see?
does
So
it
it's
happen like
subjective.
that though? Is it possible
Yeah.
for someone to be a 10
Yes.
and
Yeah.
a 2?
Yes.
That's too far.
No, it can.
Depending where you at.
I get your point,
You
but
get- that's
but
too
you
far.
get what not the
Yeah,
not,
okay, I
not
get-
maybe not the steps,
Yeah,
but
the steps are too
But
far.
generally, how le motla o lo rata batho ba babe because you know.
You are generalizing there.
Tshwantse o patale your due
So
to
when now-
society.
So when now
Nna
you
ke rata batho ba batle. Whether
does
I'm
that
a
mean-
6
So
or a
movie.
5,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
no, it does.
My
You-
eyes lie.
according to your statements.
Exactly.
My eyes
Ha o le
lay.
motle,
My eyes
o rata
lay
batho
on
ba
beautiful
babe.
people. Like guys, can I tell you something that's affected my life and it's affected my friends' lives? I rate batho ba sing attractive visually. So I can't hang around with people that don't attract me. Like,
But to
Are
you,
you saying we've
yeah, it's personal, it's subjective. Mara nka se dule le wena ke o shebile every day. Ntse ko jwetsa hore ke a o rata o le mobe. For what?
Maybe botle ba hae bo mo pelong,
Exactly. Ha bo dule
Exactly.
pelong.
O
Nna ba
tjheleteng.
ka bomo.
cheleteng.
Bomo.
Yeah, chilling.
Tjhelete ha ena taba, ra e etsa, ra e loser,
So
ra e
you would date a
gainer.
broke pretty nigga instead of
that's
an
what she's
ugly
saying.
rich
Yeah.
I have. It doesn't work
So you
out
would
as
say
well
no
as
to
it
Jay-Z.
should.
You would say no to Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
No, because
Jay-Z is definitely not
because
handsome.
I'm 36.
But
now.
he's a billionaire. He's handsome.
Answer the
So you
ass.
change
Whoa.
I probably would have. I have said no to Jay-Z in my younger years. I went with Nas in my younger years,
Nas is
Ne?
a handsome guy.
No, Nas
but
is-
Nas was handsome, intelligent, blah blah blah. blah. He was.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Nas is delicious.
Nas in
And then
Yeah,
Guys.
toxic masculinity.
Guys,
Oh.
back in
Bam.
the day,
Nah, toxic
before
masculinity.
Beyonce, when Jay-Z was dating Foxy,
Yeah,
Nas was the nigga.
yeah.
He had everything.
Yeah.
Jay-Z national talent at the time. We just took
So
it
ubile
because-
motle.
Nas was-
Ubile motle neng.
No, Jay-Z will be moto because we're getting one enjoy your life.
Okay, so
if Jay-Z, guys, let's imagine if Jay-Z actually stuck with Foxy.
No. The chat says if Jay-Z was broke.
And ugly, of course, no.
So you admit that he's ugly.
But
you would date him.
No,
she'd only date him.
You wouldn't date Jay-Z.
I date
Jay-Z pulls up on you right now at Sandton City.
Jay-Z.
I changed my mind.
Jay-Z, fresh out of a divorce with Beyonce, pulls up on you now at Sandton City.
Then what are you saying? Are you still going for looks?
Leave tea. Leave tea
alone.
alone.
Leave tea alone. Guys,
But you just said.
And my mom said
then that should be the mandate. Stop dating pretty broke people and start dating ugly rich people. That's the end of our conversation.
That's it.
I'll stop.
But Sizwe made a good point. He said to you, "Would you date a pretty broke nigga?" And you said yes.
Yeah, I have.
And then he threw he threw a rich nigga who's not easy on the eye.
And then she remembered how old she was.
And I was like, "Oh, but
you need a financial sustainability."
So you are a hypocrite.
Listen.
Double standards.
Who isn't?
She's not hypocritical. She has double standards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if Jay
For my
came
well-being.
through,
Guys, there's nothing worse than fucking a guy that's ugly. Trust me. And hence I wouldn't date an ugly guy.
How do you know?
I have done it.
yeah.
And the studio went
My
silent.
nigga, I don't have to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to do it. I will never go there. I won't.
Who forced you?
No one.
Why did
What
you
were you
date him?
doing?
No, it wasn't. I just liked him a lot, and I realized
His
after I
personality.
finished
Oh,
after I
so
finished
you're
dating
beautiful
him,
inside.
Yeah.
and then
She probably regrets it now.
no, I
Because
don't.
all the
I
other
don't.
motherfuckers
I
were
don't.
assholes to you.
No, guys, I didn't see he was ugly. My friend said to me.
Oh.
Which friend? Which friend? I'm gonna give him the mic now. Mufeng mic.
But yeah, I've done it.
Come on.
Don't
That nigga just found out he's ugly.
Don't name.
That nigga just found out on this podcast that he's ugly.
If he wasn't sure, he knows now.
He's definitely sure now.
How you feel
You
about
guys
that?
are getting
Deja?
texts after
How
this.
feel about-
Can you handle this
But
PR?
how T fuck like a white nigga?
I didn't fuck him.
Now you just put up.
How
You're
she
making it worse.
I mean,
Let's
I
get
mean,
to it.
Whoa. Are you sure you
I mean,
want to
there's
go
people
down
right
that
now-
change the
route?
subject
There's
real
people
quick.
right
Can you
now
change
that
the subject?
support Kaiser Chiefs.
Let's change it.
Whoa. So figure out Kaiser Chiefs now Orlando.
No, I'm just saying, Khori,
Edit.
I was just making an example with T to be like, yo, everybody makes a mistake. There's people that are chastely fans. There's people that do like fuck up shit.
nigga
like,
just found out he was
bad
a mistake.
decisions in life. And the results are like, it's like every week they show like, this is where your niggas at. There's a log about where you were at.
This guy.
So,
Whoa.
so it happens. People make bad
T never said it was a mistake.
Hey.
Yo,
This nigga just found out.
But according to Dejoy.
Deja just wanted to be spicy.
yeah, he just wants to be spicy, bro. That's so
No,
it's
he
just like
really
we
means
didn't
it.
like him, Jay.
He does.
That's the problem.
Guys,
That's the thing.
guys, let's go back to the topics, please.
So the standards of beauty.
The standards of beauty are shallow and very high at the same
Can
time.
I ask?
No, they
Do they say-
personal,
When
man.
Do they
you
say-
can't
but
say
in terms of
anything,
personal-
you are married to a hot.
Wait, do they
Is she
Ness.
ugly inside?
do standards?
It's a safe space.
Tell the truth.
She has to be ugly somewhere.
Somewhere. She there. Yeah. We all have an ugly
so-
something in all of us.
I'm okay with
Great
her
play,
being-
great play,
being
great play,
ugly
great play, my
inside.
boy.
Yeah.
Tonayami
Yeah,
survived.
I
see you again.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
We all have a bit of ugly inside
Yeah,
of us, but
so-
she's beautiful on the outside.
On the outside, so it's better.
You see?
So it's
So you see how you do it?
That's a move right there.
We're not massive.
when she's in trouble, she's getting messages, still messages.
Oh, but after
Long
the chat,
texts like
yeah,
this.
no.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
so
can I
when-
know?
So this is
What
what
did
you
I
think
ever do to you?
All I ever did was love.
But here's the messed up thing. All of them are gonna tears.
All of them are going to be
Bonke
looking
batho.
at
Talking
themselves.
about me?
Do you
And
think she
and
was
won't
referring
probably
to me?
bomlahlisa because of it.
And
He probably
bang
was the one
discuss
that
like
said-
babua ka bona ko podcast.
Yeah, you must chill, price your life.
No, but you were saying something. Sorry, Ace.
No, I wanted to ask. So, do the same standards for women apply for men?
but we just figured that out
No,
right
but
now.
I'm saying like, I'm sure Tina, we're saying like it differs from people to people. But with women, they'll say because a guy is tall, just being tall puts you on a level. So just being tall puts you on a level.
Mamela.
Asikhulumi ngama-looks,
Mamela. Well, laba lawo bayahlanya. Abayazi into abayifunayo. Yamuzo lo uchicheka yi2 ukuthi ufunayo.
Girls, I've got
Now umuntu wakho I'm sure I'll never date a guy with gray hair.
Yeah, look at her now.
Okay, but here's the theory.
Let them finish.
So here's the theory. I mean, so for Bruce, here's the thing. There's Hans. I've heard Hans say, especially pretty girls say they want to date an ugly guy. That's their taste. That's what they want. They are attracted to those things. I don't even want to go to the guy's side. You guys, as niggas, you see her ankles and you're like, oh, you see her nose. Yeah. Who knows? Whatever. But Tina, sifunu buhle lobo obeyithu. That's why the chat is. Let's say for example, if somebody says Bonang is a 10, we all have that debate. Nathi sinokubona untanga ajola nomuntu umubi. Sithi okay. Kambani or and then maybe I meet umuntu okhona usho okay ayimuhle yena.
Then we
have So I think we're very straightforward. Yeah. You just like what you like, and then you know sometimes.
So
sometimes we have to be honest. The pussy was good, and you said, "I'm gonna stick around here for a while."
No, but you
find ways to love her, and
So
right?
the
There's
pussy
also
can
that.
keep you a while.
Listen.
Oh no, I didn't know.
It depends on what the guy likes.
For me, yeah.
No. But maybe you like a guy. Maybe you date a guy who likes cars.
No. Maybe because of good dick.
It's not the same all the time. Maybe you date a guy who likes cars, and then when I was like VR6, this is the one. I love her. I'm Tanda, yeah, right? Or maybe u favorite Chelsea, now favorite Chelsea, or angazi ngithanda iBefa nayo. Yabo? Sharp. Ngithanda Hurricane, who knows what people like? Yeah.
You're right.
But with Hans,
it's complicated.
Can we admit that it's either superficial or survival?
Facts.
No,
there's no
shame,
in between.
No.
It's either muhle or I'm gonna survive. Because
no.
You're
right.
He's right.
You're right.
I'm asking. I'm not telling you. I'm just throwing it out there because from a lot of chats that I have with you, Bruce, there's no. So here's a funny thing. I always say to a lot of my female friends, yo, man, you guys are always tripping about your boyfriends and girlfriends. And when I look at the niggas you date, like, yo, like, you set yourself up for this shit. Like, everybody's chasing this nigga, right?
Yeah.
You don't answer the DM of that bro who's in there, who's pouring his heart out and who can actually love you like that. And I know all of you are rolling your eyes somewhere. They're saying, but deep down inside, if you really think about it, like the ugly ex, that's the guy. T. Ntweke na hore. Ntwetse complainang ka tsona. Re ka le ka ntwetse complainang ka tsona ho batho ba le ba kgethang no. Ba le ba kgethang for sex, visual hore motle, and then le ba le ba kgethang for survival. Because the broke nigga right now, let me tell you, is suffering. You niggas don't want the broke nigga. There's no hope. There was a time when they could love you because you had good dick. But now girls don't even stick around when you don't have money.
There's a hope.
Okay, maybe some hands will stay. But that no. Some hands will stay if you've got something else of value inside you, some sort of potential. But that's also still based on survival. To say I need you to succeed in some way, shape, or form at some point because you're supposed to help me survive.
This is the potential thing.
So I for me, I feel like it's more growth.
Yes.
I want
thing.
to be with a guy.
Tabo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in those DMs has growth, but you don't answer the thing, guys. You guys saw his post of himself in Limpopo and you said, this one. But you don't know he owns the mind.
But man, Utabo, when I check him out, and I'm not seeing any growth. We cannot be talking about the same thing, no time.
What are you checking out?
We want
growth. We want to go Instagram.
Females have a
2 weeks later, he's got a wife.
Guys, can I jump in there? Ne? I think
PPE
out of 10 guys, ne, that 8 females go with for growth. And then this is me and this is Mula.
At what age though? At what age? Because age is also
no,
a thing.
I mean,
she said this. She admitted it herself. She said right now, she's gonna date a guy because of and you made it about your current state as a person. So your survival is at stake.
No, not
You're willing to risk an ugly nigga. It's on record. You don't know how tough it is to fuck an ugly guy.
No.
But if it's Jay-Z,
T will not date
If it's
a
Jay,
guy. Uyahluleka.
Mara Jay-Z utlomjola.
Tunusa manje.
Who's tell Jay-Z likamjola?
Uyadunusa manje, but a month later, she's gonna come to us and be like, "Yo, guys, I can't do it anymore."
But okay, fine. Until you've had a conversation with Tabo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How will you know if he's growing or not? How do you establish growth?
You can't. That's why I'm saying out of 10 people, 8 people can probably have the luck, not within my friend group. 8 people will have the luck of getting the broke guy that gets somewhere, whatever, ubashapu in life, and he's perfect. But then Eric is 70, us 3, and the search is real because these motherfuckers. You think justice is about to pop self-sabotage. So we're dealing with psychological issues. We're dealing with...
But Tabo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is ready.
You
are not giving Tabo a chance because you're chasing this pretty ass nigga with a big dick.
Exactly. And Tabo Ula is going to give you love.
Broke niggas, short niggas, and niggas with small penises are suffering and they can love people.
No small penises. We've discussed micro penis.
But he's right. Let him discuss.
You said micro.
Yeah.
Like that microphone there.
You guys are rude. You guys are rude.
Yo. On the real.
When are we going to talk about big vaginas? When are we going to talk about big vaginas?
Vagina is as a result of a micro penis is by birth.
Guys, let's not go back.
Okay, let's not digress.
We don't get born with big vaginas, but also I'm not one of those.
Let me ask you.
We're not going there.
My man.
Let me ask you a genuine question. Okay, what type of growth? Is it spiritual growth, financial growth, mental growth?
No, guys. But one thing about women,
in this
don't care about the
in this
character.
36th year
Character
of
is the
life,
last
I do
thing
care
on the
about
list.
that.
Maka.
I'm not as
Character.
shallow as I used to be. I used to be very shallow, and I'll admit it. But I'm not as shallow as I used to be. So you look for the qualities that you need.
Like what? Don't lie to us. You said I used to be
shallow.
Yeah.
No, guys.
And then she turned around and said, but now I'm not as shallow as I used
But
to.
another thing you guys need to figure out
So you're
about
still
women,
Yeah?
when she's not into you, whether you love the living lights out of her and you take care of her, she will disrespect you because she's not there. Her heart is not
But
there.
why is
Her
she
mind
staying?
is not there.
Then why is she
Because
staying?
then you're saying we must give
No,
Tabo 1,
because
2, 3 a chance.
you're
But
an
now,
easy
but
target.
I got Tabo 1,
My
2,
thing
3.
is-
Next thing, Tabo is here taking care of me, loving me, right? But yay, Gamotella Tabo.
And no one more jolla.
Whoa, before.
But did you guys
No.
hear
You're looking at it the wrong way.
Yeah,
You're looking at it the wrong
wrong
way.
way.
I'm saying, ne?
Defense.
The
From the
guys
get.
that you
Stop
guys
it.
are complaining about are prone for complacency, right?
Yes.
Because you guys generally
But
go
guys-
for the same guy. Either he's handsome financially or he's handsome.
Generally,
Visually.
everyone
No
goes for
one
the
Right.
wants
person.
And
a
if
guy
you get-
or hungry ko di
Right.
TMO.
I'm just saying.
Like, who wants that
Namang,
guy?
namang.
Why am I
Can I say why
entertaining
Unamang?
an
Because
idiot?
that guy won't give you the problems that this guy
But
gives
you're
you.
settling. Honache, at least if Hanse ba break up,
You see why I was asking this question?
Why?
Uti, what matters then? Is it survival? You guys are basing it on two things because now,
No, can
when
I-
you say settling,
Okay.
when you say settling,
I need to make a
what
point
is
quickly.
your standard?
What is
say
your-
who
yes.
wants
what
that
is
man.
your standard? Because you literally just settled right now, and you were willing to settle.
And
for
I
Jay-Z.
I have been
Settling.
willing
And
to
that
settle.
settlement was
But then,
was non-problematic to
The
you.
reason why I don't listen to that pun. The reason why I don't settle is because Lutrile must I say it again. Okay.
We got it.
I think the sex
Lebaka.
analogy was better.
Lebaka la hore ke tjho so is because sometimes o shawa ke age, sometimes o shawa ke societal pressure, sometimes o shawa ke hore okay I'm
What's
alone.
that got to do with love, guys?
Because love is very superficial lately.
So I was right.
You were right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
point.
though,
For
not
you
us.
guys.
Not for us. For us, it's different.
No.
How is
Tina
it
Bana said,
different?
Tina said,
How is
Johnny
it
Chero
different?
movie.
We don't care. As
Ngoba
long as I love her.
siyamthanda.
As long
Angeke
as I love
sithi-
her, we don't care.
When was the last time you heard a nigga say, if she's not from a rich family, I
I'm
don't
not
date her.
exactly.
If she doesn't have money, I
Or
won't date her.
if she
When was
doesn't
the last
work
time
a
you heard a
proper
nigga say
job,
that?
I'm not dating
Never.
her.
We don't
No,
care.
but guys-
We love what we love.
Yeah.
Sometimes what we love isn't rich. Sometimes it's in poor. Sometimes it's in psycho. Sometimes you see a nigga dating a crazy
Please.
chick,
Yeah.
and my nigga will
As-
tell you,
as-
I'm dating a crazy
as-
ass chick.
But that's
As
not-
long as-
Mara la
But
ba
love
rata
something that he loves.
mahlanya, le rata mahlanya. Problem ya lona
Wa
ke
utlwa-
le rata
re bua ka
mahlanya.
lerato, lona le rata
Lerato.
tjhelete. Le
At a
botle.
certain age.
T.
Nna botle ke a bo rata
T.
vele, yeah.
The
Yeah.
girls want to make a point, but you're not giving them a chance. So
No, T already threw them under
She
the
was like,
bus.
yo,
She
you
covered
guys
it.
think
No,
She
no,
said
no,
it's
no.
yes to both answers. When you're younger, it's the
See,
looks.
just listen
When you're
carefully.
older, it's survival. That's what she said.
But
Yeah, a whole-
according to experience,
Marati.
with exception,
Ebony K.
there's an
I just-
asterisk at the top.
A whole-
According to experience with exception. That's how it happens.
Ebony K. Williams had a whole rant about with the Ayana Van Sant. Where they said, would you date a bus driver? And she was like, I would never date a bus driver. I would only date the bus driver if you owned the bus company.
And that nigga's the
And
asshole.
you see, so
I'm
and that's
saying
what
that nigga is the
But
asshole,
then
and the
you-
bus
And that's
driver's
what she
probably a
said.
really good guy.
She was like, I would never
Who
date the
really
bus
won't
driver.
do what the owner
guys,
says.
chipping,
You'll never
we're
complain
being
with that bus
beaten by
driver.
these guys.
Guys,
No.
but that's what we've been having this discussion
How?
though. That's what people portray on social media.
Ah.
But we know people
The
who
work
say,
behind
I
the
will
scenes.
never
Amanga,
date a
Kikele.
prostitute.
By bona
I'm
nge-social
not
media.
at home
Yeah,
taking
one
care of
growth by bona
a
nge-social
guy.
media.
Yeah, because in real
Growth
life,
by bona
you are-
nge-social
like
media.
she said, in real life, you are
Jesu
threatening.
sesiposta ngeimoto namhlanje. Noma ngingasezethu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Uzobona
No.
bazosithanda.
Photoshop,
guys,
I mean,
no.
I got you.
Can I tell you a crazy story?
But what are we saying? Are we saying that right now as society? Because like it sounds very
Society is shallow.
female, male, versus type of situation, right? But when it's really about people's like
Love.
no, not even love, Sizwe, because people
Now we're not dating for love anymore?
no. It's
And
like
the
how
women
people
are not,
feel
but
about.
we are.
Actually, that's the last nigga to talk.
I'm missing the word, but like it's like how people feel
guys,
about.
That nigga loves love.
Guys,
It's like how people feel about.
continue, Teacher.
Yes, it's like how people feel like about what's important to them. Like people in today's generation is like people feel like it's more important about like how it looks like rather than like how it really is. Like how I feel about you. How as like as friends, like because there's so much emphasis put on like romantic relationships, like that makes it seem like those are the most important ones in life, and it's not. Like even your relationship with your friend, with your neighbor or whoever is important, but like we don't give a damn about it, right? And then now every time somebody does something like this dumb, like I don't know if I'm making sense.
Can I
Making
just
sense,
say,
bro.
Yeah.
You actually made a point.
No. But like it's like that's how we measure each other, and it's off like off superficial stuff like what kind of car are you driving, what kind of sneakers are you wearing, what kind of things are you saying to me, what kind of things did you buy for me, what kind of school are my people going to, like what kind of house are we living on, instead of how we really feel
Niggas
about
don't
each
care.
other.
That's what
But we're not
can I
just-
make my point?
Yeah,
Hey guys,
yeah.
what I'm saying, Dejoy, to your point, ne, I feel like, and I'm not saying like it's evil. You ladies are evil. I'm just saying like for me, I feel. Wait, don't say people. Let's speak the truth. I feel the pressure is more from the women than us guys. Cause me now, if I'm living with you, I'm happy. But a woman wants a mansion. She doesn't want to
marriage.
live in the hood. She wants 2 cars. She wants
Not all, but
yeah,
yes,
but I'm just saying in general, like that's how they compete with one
The
another.
requirements are
yeah, there are
data-based.
specific requirements. But me now, if I'm with you, that's why they'll say, you know, those memes where but this guy's living in Midrand, but he has a cam chair and a TV. It's like for me as a guy, I'm happy.
Thina samlando Jere Limpopo.
Live.
Thina
I'm
Limpopo.
genuinely happy.
We fetch a 2 from Limpopo.
Hey, but brother, if
Bring
that
it here.
two got something that you
I
like,
will
you just gonna
say-
be like,
I
fuck, that's my
no,
two.
I
to
can
your
live without
point-
blades and just have like silly. They don't even have to match.
To your
it doesn't
point.
matter to guys. But with you guys, the
To your
aesthetics
point.
are more important than
To your
anything else.
point.
Survival.
we
Survive.
we
appeal.
had a discussion with friends of mine that like other girls are very oppressive. So o tla bona hore o zama ho compare life ya hao oh wena o na le monna so o etsetsang oh nna ke na le monna so wena o single oh shame oh what do you need? You know?
It's tough, bro.
It is.
You single? Oh, my nigga, you lucky.
Yeah. And
That's well done, dog.
You know, for us, it's a bad thing. And then you gravitate
so many things are bad things
towards men, and then like not towards men sexually, but you gravitate towards having male friends, and then it's like, yeah, but that's why I so. And it's like, no, it's not the same thing. But you can't sit and be subjected to judgment in your friend circle with females because sometimes you're oblivious to the bullshit. And then you'll hear a person saying, oh, but you work so hard and you still, and you're like, okay, and then
women work so hard and you still dated an ugly guy.
Women complicate.
It happens to every woman at one point. Ask yourselves if you guys aren't the ugly guys.
Why isn't it about what made you date the ugly guy? As a superficial person who's admitted that you're superficial, right? But you did date this guy until somebody reminded you that you're superficial.
Because I was settling down. I wasn't
so you didn't like anything about him?
No, I loved a lot of things about him.
Like what?
Don't say
his personality.
No, we're trying to save her now.
Okay.
His personality, the way he cared for me, the way we got along, and the way we were planning forward.
You were planning a future with an ugly guy?
Yeah. No, now I was prepared.
So only in love.
Yeah.
Why would you touch love?
Just say
I liked a lot of things about him. You know, everything is.
And I loved
So you were in love with him?
To death.
And the only reason you broke up with him was
someone made her aware he's ugly.
He's ugly.
Nah.
Do you see where I'm going with this chat, dog?
Thank you.
I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm asking them, are they aware that they've somehow
by the time I'm talking too much, you guys are quiet.
Like crabs in a bucket situation where generally as a brew, let me tell you, it's very simple, this chat. It's either nginemali or ngimuhle.
Simple.
Ngizomthola ichi.
Or ngiyashasha.
Nginitshelile laba abanye ukuthi bayasogola nangiphikise. And then not once have you guys even jumped up and said, I love short guys.
Yeah. No, but there's girls. No, guys.
No, you guys haven't even
no one loves a guy with a small penis.
But there are girls that do like short guys.
Do you guys love girls with big vaginas?
I think they love that guy because they love him and they are aware he has a small penis.
Yeah.
They personally wouldn't like to have a small penis in their lives, but they like the guy, so they'll figure out a way
to
make it work.
That's how we thought it was supposed to be.
No, rather murder me.
Mind you,
guys, it's very painful.
I've never experienced this.
Daenerys,
but you guys are generalizing right now.
I've never experienced this problem.
You guys are generalizing right now.
But that's why I'm saying
as much as guys.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying it's big. I've never had a
guys.
She called it a micro.
One at a time.
Yeah, this is a micro penis.
The micro penis skin net.
Yeah, okay. Daenerys.
No, but guys, you guys are generalizing right now. You then said all girls are into tall guys. The girls who are not into tall guys.
In general.
Save us.
No,
help us
the
understand.
girls who are into short guys. The girls who don't mind guys having a small penis. And I'll explain why.
Name one of your friends that likes a short guy.
I can't name them because then they'll know who I am.
You can answer us at the end of the show.
I will answer you at the end of the show.
How many from your friends? How many?
Because I can tell you a couple that you know that would date a rich guy.
Yo, short guys.
Handsome guy.
Short guys are getting some.
Daenerys, are you dating a short guy?
He's taller than me. Is he short?
Yeah.
Nah, he's tall.
Would you date someone shorter than you? You see, it matters that he's taller than you.
I would. With a clear conscience, I would.
But
see?
They keep proving themselves.
No women that date guys that are shorter than them.
Mulan. Whoa. Before you ask something.
Someone that was shorter than her.
Mulan.
They are very much.
Kevin Hart's wife.
And they're happy, right, friends? They're happy.
Kevin Hart's wife is dating a short guy.
But Kevin Hart. But Kevin Hart wasn't even satisfied with having a taller chick. He cheated.
We're talking about her.
Yeah, Mara
You said,
but let me tell you, the ladies are gonna tell you, Ghost is short, but we like him.
Guys,
he's hot.
Guys, I'm sorry to cut you. Just try keep it one at a time, guys. We're speaking over each other.
Staggy you in a style, man. Why not alcohol, man? First behave.
Okay.
Sekoneni la mfethu. Say, and is this deep inside. Oh my God.
Mom and Dad, I'm sober.
Oh, T. No. I want to ask a question. Like, yo, ever since like you guys have been going on about like tall, rich, poor, this, her, hip, hop, quite, whatever, right?
Okay.
You guys have been going on like the differences,
I
right?
recorded today.
Right? No. I'm asking a question, though. Like, why is it so important that somebody is so different from you that you are with them? Like, why? Because it's an important question to ask. To be like, what are your attraction triggers? Like, what are we attracted to as people?
Who deep? Attraction triggers. But
attraction is usually very superficial. When you meet someone at face value, I just met you. I know nothing about you. So whatever I'm attracted to you is superficial. It's either the way you look, it's the way you smell, it's the way you walk
What's
into
the
the
first thing
room.
you're attracted
It's superficial. It has no substance at that point.
But
Substance
Daenerys-
only comes after we've been dating or after I've had conversations with you.
Okay, let's bring up the guys that you guys don't want to admit you're dating. In walks in this guy, ugly guy, in the room. Ne? Where is attraction there?
Maybe
Is it
charismatic.
the way? Is it?
Again,
Yeah,
No, charisma doesn't
Again,
have to be spoken.
again, like I
How
said,
charismatic?
it's superficial. It either be like, oh, he walked past me and he smelled really good. Then I turned. Or he had this charisma when he walked into the room, everybody turned.
When was the last
It's
time you
all
dated an ugly guy?
superficial.
Did you date an ugly guy?
No.
No.
Would you ever admit that you've dated an ugly guy? You've never.
I
dated an ugly
would.
guy.
If I had, I would.
Fine. Somehow,
When
unfortunately, no. Point take somehow.
It's not about Sizwe. Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it! Stop it.
You know what? God damn it! Funny enough,
But you have
the reality of when the one time that I may have gone out of my league.
You did not answer me.
No.
But you have
The one time. The one. Oh yeah. I mean, Tina, it's wingman shit.
Yeah.
I'm wingman for this guy. So
You always have a moment where you take one for the team.
Ah,
Sure.
bro.
Girls don't say
And I'm
bye for the
Nandi.
I know.
The thing is, she knows, and you know that this is not supposed to happen.
T.
Also, I've been this guy since I was 18. I've
wait.
been this guy since I was 18. So she is going to make sure. Oh my God, they make sure.
T. I'ma take one for
Me
the team.
now.
Guys.
Are overachievers.
I've never been a
Guys, I
I've
think
probably only taken 2 for the team.
I'd like to make an announcement. I think I'm the ugly girl. I think that 6 I got was appropriate.
That guy hurt you. The guy hurt you. Forget about it.
No, guys.
Don't deviate. Wait, don't deviate.
No.
Don't deviate. So based on what you were saying, right? It still comes down to my point. With you guys, it's either visual or survival. Because past him being an ugly guy, that cologne tells you, oh, that's a good guy.
No,
He's got
when
taste.
you approach a
Maybe,
guy,
you know,
when
and then you
sorry,
meet
not a
him.
guy, a girl. When you approach a girl, you don't
Sizwe
know what's
Hasheli,
up.
guys.
It's unfair with
Sizwe
me. I
Hasheli,
don't count.
guys.
Let me tell you.
Guys.
I'm not a regular degular.
I mean, not even Day Joy Washel.
No, I mean, well, Shayla, I still
like,
have to.
When you attracted to someone, besides the girls that have come to you, right? If you don't know this person, you've never interacted with them, you don't know from a sofa bar, what is it? It's superficial. It's also, when she walked in those heels, girl, that walk. Or, her bam. Or, she's a pretty face. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Sharp.
It's still superficial.
Sharp.
It's still
This goes
superficial.
back to the numbers chat, right? Uguti, my 7 could be his 6, or my 8 could be his 10, or whatever, right? Even then, even if I am superficial, yabo, mina mfana uthi ngamisa la ngavela ama ajita 7 athi nango umuntu ke
Live.
mfazi ke lo siyamthatha ke lo ngiyomyisa ekhaya ngombonisa uma yabo, he's not thinking about she's a 6 that looks like a 7
I
sometimes.
receive with the
You
full
understand?
heart.
Right?
Receiver winner 6.
Some guys
Come, baby.
will like her because, yes, attraction is superficial,
Yes.
right? But I keep bringing up the chat of what drives you guys to date. Are you going to date this guy now because he was attractive when you first saw him?
That's a good point.
And
also.
you find out he's broke? Are you going to stay? Or if you then find out, okay, you can see movie, Mara, manu right, umuntu right uphila life egrand.
Anonenhliziyo
Mina
enhle.
nginibuzile ngathi umuntu mubi ongenamali, mara ngakuthanda fucked up. Ngayenza show ukuthi ufila grand. Hayi mina ngiyantshela. Mina ngithi ungitshela umngane oyi-1.
No, I do know a lot of people.
Wait, let me actually come back to something. You just remind me of something about growth that I wanted to point out. The most ironic thing with me in this chat. So I think for a period of actually for a long time, I may have fallen under the category of being the pretty nigga that was broke, right? And somehow it was the relationships I got in that actually generated and pushed my growth. Every relationship that I've ever been in has contributed to my growth. So my attraction is actually in finding those type of people. Yeah, but won't give us 10. I'm gonna go check. I'm on my Instagram.
Seasonal taste.
But I can safely say every relationship that I've ever gone into, every girl that I've started to date, every relationship I've started, I went in there in the red. When I think back, I was in the red in every relationship.
This is
and
not
where
endorsed.
I know you're not the one is when there's no progress, where there's no growth, because I'm looking for.
Sizwe is not being paid.
I could come back.
He's
and say
saying
maybe
this
that does account to survival
of his own accord.
right? It does account to survival. But unfortunately, as Bruce, teeny survival is the last thing on our minds, because sometimes we get caught up in whatever we like. If you like big girls, you're just gonna date this big girl. No more as good. We are vilapa or crazy, but yamtanda because you just like big girls,
But
right?
she contributes in some form, right? Because this is what a conversation I was
Bakhona
having.
abangacontribute.
During the- No, no.
Bakhona abakwisayo.
Yeah, mara awuhlali
Kuba abadrainayo.
makakuyisa. That's
Uyabo-
another thing. It's like awuhlali makakuyisa akudraina. Uhlala makune
Amaniga.
But then this poses the question.
Amaniga.
This poses the question.
Awazi amaniga.
This is my age.
Okay.
Awazi amaniga.
Uhlala ukuthi I am going to move on from this. This is not where I'm going to end.
Niggas
This
have
is
stayed.
not
That's
gonna be my
our that's
wife.
our
No, you
our
have too much
mentality.
faith in
So
niggas.
now
That's
my
our
You have too
mentality.
much faith in niggas.
We stop over and we stay,
Actually, you have
but
too much faith in
guys
humans.
are not like
Please
that.
don't put me in that category. I don't stay, girl. I move.
Okay.
Now,
Angifuni nokusho ngoba ngazi indoda
I know
yakho.
niggas who've dated toxic girls
Aight.
for the longest time.
guys,
Guys, but you realize, Horine, we actually learn toxicity from our environment, our immediate environment. Like, Mawani Nekimamete, was it Mawan? Today is Saturday. Oh, today. When I was taking my daughter to dance, Kimamete Tamia, so I put on my makeup, put a smile on my face, and if anyone asks me, everything is okay. Oba toxic kid, and that thing,
Hi,
ne?
T, Mark.
Kimamete,
No.
Okay.
But
She's right. Yeah. Hip hop did teach me.
Thank you.
Hip hop did teach me some crazy shit. Like
No, guys.
hip hop taught you what attraction is. But Dejoy, hip hop taught you what a hot chick is.
Yes.
Admit to that.
Because even
No
at that
lies.
moment, I was like, I'm gonna call you guys up and we're going to Tamia because and then they said the concert was sold out.
James Mckenzie point. When we stay crazy, don't change the subject.
No, I'm just saying, Henry.
James,
bring it back. Bring
Okay,
it
thank you,
back.
James.
And I said,
Raxolisa.
born. Nana get it. Even I was trying to close this topic because I think we've proven the point. We've proven it. We've excelled.
Girls don't want to admit.
We dropped 60 on this point. Sizwe killed it live because it's over. But just to add, do women settle or men settle in relationships?
Can I take this one?
Women said
From my research.
No, but when I say settle,
Ne?
I mean do they
Can I
just
take
say,
this
you
one?
know what, movie agana mali, I'll settle nyamtand, or men movie agana mali.
No. Can I tell you guys, ne? Traditionally, women, unfortunately, as much as we don't like to admit it, we're very traditional. So you have to have a guy that has some sort of vision somewhere hidden Whether you see it then when you see him the first time or not, but it plays a part in you settling. No, you see it as you grow. No, you see it as you grow. Guys,
give me one example.
Can I make an example? Like Beyonce was Beyonce in her own right. Jay-Z was okay.
Are you going to the wrong example?
Yeah. Why do you always use Beyonce?
Why can we use
Beyonce?
Because when you guys use Jay-Z as an example, why can't we use Beyonce?
Use him. Let's
talk about
why.
it.
Not every guy
Here's why.
is Jay-Z.
Here's why. Because we're trying to save you. We're trying to save you.
No, okay.
No.
But Jay-Z is
no,
a standard of success.
That's
Jay-Z.
not the point. That's not the question.
Always go to
Guys.
if Jay-Z walked into the room.
Wait. Okay,
then why
fine.
are we not?
Let's take it away from
Here
that.
comes a Beyonce. Then you go, why are you using Beyonce?
Okay, fine. Let's.
Alright,
Okay, we tried
let's
to save you.
remove it.
We tried to save you, but
Let's
you went
remove
into
it.
it. Let me tell you something.
Let's remove it.
If Jay-Z was working at McDonald's, as Chris Rock would say, right? You guys wouldn't give a fuck about Jay-Z. If Beyonce was working at McDonald's, the richest nigga in Santana would bag that girl.
Hence, I'm saying, Hori, the vision and the direction comes from the male. So if Kuchwala no movie, ne, maronali direction,
You're a bad example. You failed this chat.
No, guys, now I'm the exception to the rule, and I've accepted myself for who I am, ne? Because na there far, guys sit sharp. But if maybe, for instance, ne, kimsadi wa Q or kimsadi wa anya ke tjolele Q ke sa tsebe hore Q nahaneng re ka ka bophelo ba rona re tsa eng re tsang re, like his vision has to match my guys, please, hey.
Okay,
you are
fair.
disturbing me. But a guy can't have the same kind of reaction to a female. Oh, maybe mamela vision ya ka re ke tjolele yena. No, it has to come from the guy. You guys steer the relationship. Once you guys fall out of love with us, it's over for us. There's nothing I can do with to save the relationship.
I can survive
it's a natural instinct, guys. Like as much as we say we're independent, 50-50 and whatever, ne? At the end of the day, we have to admit patriarchy, matriarchy, whatever. The rules of life, the circle of life, whatever, they're there for a reason. They've been there and they've survived for so long because of that.
But now the circle of life says survival. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Fundamentally is based on umuhle kangakanani. Asibone.
No, ukuthi unani kangakanani.
Yes, because
unlobala jwang ka 10,000 in nna ke etsa 100,000.
No, but he's speaking from the male perspective.
I'm talking about a
then
traditional
your family
male
will be
perspective.
negotiating on how pretty you are, on how well educated you are.
You're not gonna come fetch my daughter with no money.
Precise.
Are you crazy?
Are
you mad? Are you mad?
Your daughter has to give in to this guy being the guy that he has to give, that you have to give permission to. So that's where the traditional elements come into play, because ukas jolly fella like na hankatlisa like you're a loser, whatever. But then the moment I have to take you to my dad and my dad, that's when I know it's wrong.
But you see, to your point, wait, that's
no,
what I'm saying. No, but that's what Sizwe was
even
saying in the
own.
beginning. He was basically saying, as gents, when we make a decision on a woman, no one else can convince us
We'll date the
otherwise.
worst
100%.
woman because
Nina,
there's something about her that we love.
you need everyone else's opinion,
No,
whether you're
we
dad,
don't.
I'm a guy.
whether
and
you're-
that is
No,
me.
Really?
that's the point I'm trying to make. We
on a
don't.
patriarchal level,
You need a leader at your level.
They do.
contribute
You
to
need
our
a
goals.
leader at your level to
But-
be able to sway you into the right direction.
But who
Hence
convinces
I
you?
said
Who
that
convinces
I'm
you that
an
the guy?
anomaly. I'm an anomaly.
See, what's your
Take
deal
me
breaker?
out.
What's
Yeah,
your
what's
deal
your deal
breaker?
breaker?
What guy won't you date?
An ugly nigga.
Micro
No,
penis.
I'm
You already broke.
An ugly nigga with no money.
I'll
finish it for her.
With the micro
An ugly
penis.
nigga with no money, because we've classified that she would date an ugly nigga with
I'd
money.
date an ugly nigga with no money. I would. I would.
If someone has a gun on your head, right?
My deal breaker.
Locker room talk. Locker room talk.
An ugly nigga.
T.
My-
He was ugly.
No, can
She
I?
left out all the goodness in him and left him because he was ugly.
No, I didn't leave him because.
What's
I
your
didn't
deal
want
breaker?
to. Yes. No, I
Yes,
wasn't
what's your
going
deal
to.
breaker? I want to know. I want to know your guys' deal breaker.
When I'm not happy, I'm not. I walk away. Generally, my happiness.
Sizwe every Wednesday, Musa.
No. But
That's not unhappiness.
That's then is like, oh, we fighting.
Yeah, maybe I'm being
That is
childish
not
with my reaction. I get
unhappiness.
what you
I am
mean.
talking about when I think about going home and I start dreading it. Then I'm unhappy. Then I walk away. Why am I in such a situation? It's not like when we fight and I know, oh man, we're fighting over this. This is something we can sort out or whatever. But when you start dreading going home, then you're not happy.
But what if
And
you're the one that
sadly-
could change that?
How am I changing it? If it can't,
look,
but it
all
can't
don't have
come
the same
from just
level of
from
unhappy.
me.
But I'm saying, if I love you,
And
T,
unhappy is so subjective also.
yes, I'm getting to that to say, she's saying if I'm unhappy. She's not saying if I fall out of love with you. Like if I don't love you anymore.
No, I've broken
right?
up with people I loved.
That's why I said you're the worst person to have this conversation.
No.
You're the worst spokesperson of the women. You keep reminding us and yourself. So
Bring
going
it
back
back.
to normal women.
So now, so when you're unhappy, right? I might love you, but I might feel like this relationship is not working for me anymore. Either
unhappy
for
because
whatever
we're broke,
reason.
dog.
No,
No,
it's
sometimes
not
not
always
enough.
about being broke. It's not always
not
about
enough
being broke.
for a female.
There's so many things that can contribute to my unhappiness, right? And I'm not saying I'm placing my happiness on you, but if my unhappiness is based on our relationship, then clearly I will walk
And
away.
continuously.
Yes,
I swear to
continuously.
you-
So
I swear
I'm
to
not
you-
talking about us fighting over something and then resolve it and we're good again.
Deja, am I wrong though? I think this is tough though, because now, as a brew, if I'm coming into this relationship and you're telling me, my job is to make you happy.
No, then you're dating
Or
the
to
wrong
make sure
girl.
that you're happy. No, but think about this, T.
Nah,
You know why I say this?
I
mean that,
T,
please,
here's why I tell
please
you.
hear
Here's why I
me.
tell you. What makes you happy today is definitely gonna change in 10
No,
years' time. Because
yeah.
we're changing.
And besides, it has
Please,
nothing.
I'm saying
in-
you're
in
more
6
likely
months.
to get
Can I-
to an
can I-
unhappy place with every guy you date.
Yes,
just purely
no,
because
but no,
very
of the
cool.
changes.
I'm saying now, I'm not talking about my happiness lies within you. Like, you have to make me happy. But I'm saying, if I am happy everywhere else, and
Except
as
for
soon
home.
as I think about going back to
Home.
Sizwe, I'm like, yo, guys, then I'm walking away.
But that's what I'm
Because
saying.
I can't
You know,
be
that's-
happy everywhere else
I'm saying-
and not with you.
But okay, fine. Here's a reality. There's not one person, one place, or one thing you've ever been happy about forever.
I get that. And that's
So
why
I'm
I'm saying
saying-
it's not based on we fought this week or whatever.
Yeah,
but
one
now,
moment thing.
It's not a one moment thing. It's a continuous thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I've been in
I'm
this
saying,
place with you for
Yes,
so
T,
long.
I'm saying-
and
I'm
I'm
saying-
no longer seeing us at a happy place
I'm saying that's
together.
I'm saying that's a
that
setup
for me
because-
then is a nah, like I don't
Because
see.
you gotta keep her happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get that. But what I'm
Happiness
saying
is
is it's a
subjective.
setup for yourself as a person, because I'm saying there's no one thing in this planet that you're gonna always love. Like, dog, at some point I hated hip hop.
Yeah.
You understand? I wasn't happy with hip hop.
Alakine,
You understand?
Alakine.
And now my chat is, don't you think in the world that we're living, because of the changes that we go through and the things that we experience, because every person you're gonna date, you do reach a peak. Somehow I think
I'm not disputing
personally,
that.
when I look at Abantu Abadala, ne, I think the reasons why we break up, because we're breaking up. I don't even know why we're having this chat. But those guys, there's that threshold, that good 10 to 20 years where you start, your relationship starts having challenges because kids come involved,
Yeah.
right? Then you go into this other section where your parents start becoming kids because they're getting old.
Yeah.
Then you get into that section where everybody around you is dying, and then now life starts becoming important. So there's a very big chunk of life that you're gonna experience with someone that's definitely gonna hit a part where you're not gonna be happy, dog.
True.
It's gonna happen. Like I'm
But-
telling you, it happens with every whether you
Yes.
Motandi Sonto is Ochiga.
No.
Motandi Uchwala is Ochiga.
That's not where I'm going with the happiness thing. My point is when I look at you, right, and I'm like, yo.
I'm saying
No,
you will
but
one day.
no, wait.
I'm saying there's no
Can I
one
just say
person that
something?
you won't.
No,
I'm
no, no.
saying
Not that
I
dread.
can't
No,
see
no,
past
guys.
the
So,
point
He's
in,
talking
right?
about
Nah.
dreading.
I am talking
dreading
about
going home.
No.
Yes.
It's
You
not
guys,
even-
Guys,
It's not
it's
even.
gonna
you guys are
that.
missing the point.
No.
Tebogo.
There's
There's something-
T, you guys are missing the point.
Oh, guys.
I'm not the right person to ask this question.
Guys, you
Maybe
guys.
staying could have
No,
gotten back
guys,
to
you
the
guys
reason why
are
you
missing
love
the
this person.
point.
Can I
You guys
ask
are missing the
something?
point.
Whoa. James, I need to take a piss, guys. I'm sorry.
I also need to, hey.
We need to.
Hold up.
Guys, we need to pee.
Hold up.
Okay.
We don't cut.
We'll pause.
Women can't handle this subject.
You see, I was about to add, but I'm gonna add.
As the niggas alliance.
They're missing the point.
What you are missing? I get his point.
I get what you're trying to describe. I'm just saying.
There are cycles of life, right? And when there's people
But
where
you guys are trying to find happiness within a person.
No, I'm not
So
trying.
what he's
That's
saying
why
is
I
that
keep saying. That's why you are not understanding.
No.
I'm
Even
not
if
saying my happiness
even if
is
she's
everything,
not.
right? I'm saying even at work, you are friend Uti. Yes, there are points where I'm like,
How did you
you
add
are
into the
even-
sadness?
Whoa, Mamel. Mina ngithi, whatever she's describing, I'm still saying we all reach that point with everything
Yes,
and everyone. I'm
I
saying
get that, right?
if you're saying
And
you're gonna
you said
leave
you had that
the
with
minute it
hip-hop,
happens,
right? You said
that means
at
you're gonna
some
leave
point-
everyone.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, you said you had that with hip hop, right? But you know
As an
deep down,
example, like,
yes,
you can
I'm
fall
saying,
out of love with
yes,
certain things.
yeah. He
But it
said,
doesn't mean you can't fall back in love with certain things.
You don't have to
Yeah.
leave.
Our parents, they fell out of love with each other.
but
And
that's
fell
what you
in love
guys are
again.
missing. That's what you guys are missing. You're not getting my point. I'm saying. That's why I kept saying it gets to a point where I don't see us beyond this. Our parents stayed in their marriages because they saw themselves beyond that point. They're like, okay, I'm feeling like this now. This is what's happening. It's due to circumstances.
But they still
But they continued because they
kept
saw
going.
themselves
Yeah.
beyond that point. I am saying if I do not see myself beyond that point with you, I will never get there.
Mngani nzima mke
Okay,
mawubeka
it's
kanjani.
That's
whoa.
what I was saying. That's what you were
Nzima
missing.
Can I
mawubeka
can I
kanjani
can I
because
say
Why
something?
Why'd you guys continue
Our
talking? What the hell?
Can I say something?
Ayisho sithe sekhoneni so sekungathi sekhoneni.
Can I just say something for 2 minutes? 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait.
So here's the interesting about humanity. Ne? Every 7 years, your whole entire body
Changes,
regenerates.
yes.
You have new cells.
Yes.
You have new.
Yes.
In the people of old,
Yes.
every 7 years, whoever you had been with for 7 years, there was a ritual you were supposed to do. Because naturally, what Sizwe is saying, naturally,
Please save this for. Are we still recording?
We're in the corner right now.
Dog. Hey.
so naturally you are going to grow and change. So the thing about relationships is not finding someone who is going to make you happy.
That's why I'm saying
It's
it's
finding
not about
someone
that.
who can understand your growth after every 7 years.
True.
So think about people who've been married for 65 years, every 7 years, you are a totally brand new, right down to your cellular
Maybe that's what
structure.
explains why all my relationships ended in
So I
7
hear
years.
you.
The problem then now becomes when
All my relationships are
I'm
7
this
years long.
person-
Where were you for the last 21 years?
No.
No, T, wait.
See,
We are listening
but
to something
she
dope
gets
here.
what I'm saying. The problem then now becomes when I'm this new person after 7 years, and you're also this new person after 7 years, and the person you are and the person I am
Doesn't align with
don't
Then
align.
it's not about
Maram
happiness,
Gani,
it's about
Maram Gani,
growth.
Maram Gani uyangizwa ke manje.
Mngani
Uyangizwa ukuthi ngiyakuphi.
So it's not bad,
Izwa,
mngani, bengithi wena mngani
izwa.
awuyithole yami point.
Yeah,
So
Izwa.
point
So-
time is beyond
Mina
this.
ngiyakuzwa. It's not about
Circumstances are like
happiness.
this now,
Mamela.
but beyond this,
Yeah, it's-
I still see us.
So it's
beyond
not
where we
about
are
happiness,
now.
it's about
I
growth.
no longer see us there.
Growing together.
Then, yes.
Yeah, because it's
That's
not
what
about
I'm
happiness,
saying.
because you're happy everywhere else, right?
Exactly.
Which means everywhere else you are growing.
Exactly.
That's why you are
Besides this
happy.
one point.
So in this
Yes.
relationship, I am not growing. Henceforth, I am
Yes.
not happy. But every 7 years, we change. So the key is to not find someone who's going to make you happy,
But the
but
person
someone
you
who can
grow
grow with
with.
you, because you're also
Yes,
going to change. They're going to change, and you're also going to change.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Makes
a
sense,
baby.
ngizokutshela ukuthi yazi
Your
wena nawe
mother's gonna
uzongiphinda.
die. Your best friend's gonna die. You're gonna have
ungifuna
things that
endlini.
you're gonna lose your job.
know
You're
how
gonna
many
get a
niggas
new
will
job.
do?
You're going to grow and change.
And
You
also,
want someone
the person-
who, in your growth, can find you and still keep you happy while you are growing and while they are
Yeah.
growing.
But also another thing then becomes
it's a rarity.
in my growth and in your growth. Are we growing in the same direction?
Yes.
Because that's also a tricky point.
But
Yes.
why?
You are growing,
Why
but we
should
are
we grow the
growing
same-
apart.
No.
No,
going
but
in the
your
same
friendship,
direction.
but your friendship
But
and
let
the
me tell you,
foundational
growing
roots
apart
should
is not
allow
the
you to
same
grow
thing.
apart. Your friendship with the person that you're with and your foundation should allow you to grow apart. So you guys come together at some point.
Because that's how
You have to-
growth
you have
is.
to always
That
carry
is
that
how
together.
growth
I mean,
is.
imagine if
But
your
if
kid.
you don't find yourself growing back together,
Then that means
But
it
I'm a man,
wasn't
I'm
meant
done.
to be. But
Okay,
if I am
Oh,
yours,
no. Tell me. That's actually where I'm going with this chat.
Yeah.
With her, right?
yeah,
I'm saying to her, when I look at people of old,
yes,
very much like however way you describe this peak. Anisha, because the question was, what's your deal breaker?
yes.
Anisha, and then you describe this deal
I
breaker.
don't even have a
right?
deal breaker.
Let's
I
take
have
this.
one.
Let's take this description of a deal breaker, right? That you have, however way it looks, feels, right? And I say to you, somehow, I feel like we all get to a point where we experience that with everyone and everything in our lives,
The deal
right?
breaker.
True.
no.
No. Her specific deal breaker. You could see, if I get to a point where I feel like, yo,
Okay.
there's no future. Asibe no future. Angibona ukuthi we can get to 20 years from here.
Yeah.
Right?
But how do you know whether you have a future?
Let me tell you, T. Somehow, because of what time is explaining, it does come back to like, Echo, if you're dating somebody who, me and my friends are simple, we won't date a girl she's not dope. You know why? Because we know when we broke, she'll be dope. When we rich, she'll be dope. When we in arguments, she'll be dope.
has to come from
Uzaba,
her,
dope,
yeah,
intellect,
yeah.
inspire, hip hop, yabo, cherry or
100%,
grand,
yeah.
right?
It's not
Fine.
where I am in life. Yeah.
Right now, here's a funny
It's
thing.
not poverty proven.
Mina. When I look at me and my siblings, when me and my siblings sit and talk, we all are in agreement to go see. Yeah, we really think our parents should have broke up a long time ago, right? Like if this was our relationship, we would have broken.
We're airing this.
Guys, can't you? Yeah, I'm just saying because yes, and this is but this is a conversation we've had with our folks to say, Doug, you know,
We
to be
guys
honest
think-
with you,
yeah.
if I was you, I would have left my mom. You know, because this is I don't know how you still stay in it, right? But somehow they've actually reached a threshold where it doesn't make sense for me as well. Joe, this is actually the crazy ass girl that you actually needed in your life and you eventually got back to, right?
100%.
And I say this because we always get to this point where unhappy mfana is relative to everyone. Ne? Maratina must figure mfana. Survive. Astali. That's why song here we don't have 10-year relationships no more. We don't even have 5-year relationships no more. We don't even have 15-year relationships no
1
more.
year
Because
is
to
too
us,
long.
and we all independent, we all making money, we all fine, we all pretty, we all hot, we all have Instagram handles, we all have likes, we all have TikToks. So we all think we can survive without each other. But if you really think about it, like,
No man is an
and I'm
island.
not, and this is not, but and also I'm not condoning toxicity and abuse. I'm not saying stay in a toxic and abusive relationship. I'm just saying because it's very likely that the person you love, not the person you are attracted to or the person you dated for survival, but because you love this person, even when you get to a point where they change and they're a different person, you can just remember that you love this person.
It's part of growth.
Sometimes that feeling is I don't love you.
Guys, you know
But
this is
like-
this is very easy
But-
for people in relationships.
Yeah,
Rather kill that motherfucker. Kill him.
Yo, but
Ne re tshwere ke ntho tse kgolo.
because of how
Letsenyana.
intense this was, we are going to do a part 2. Hey, because this man is also very busy. I don't know when.
as gents, I think we need a part 2 because I think
Without
the
the
sisters-
lady.
Oh, the Father's Day edition. There's going
I
to be
guess
a
it'll be
Father's
Father's
Day.
Day edition.
Yeah, it's the Father's Day
I guess
edition.
it'll be a Father's Day edition. then.
Besibeke kanjalo
Oh,
kahle
when I
kahle
saw
ukuthi-
tomorrow's Mother's Day, ask these guys.
No, we're having our edition.
I agree.
Don't get it twisted.
I agree with the gents edition. We need to do that.
Yeah. And I agree with the ladies edition.
Kuyafana no disagree and you know.
Ah, never.
What's the ladies edition?
Oh.
The ladies edition of this chat.
Yeah.
No, none of this chat.
None of this
Something else.
No.
How is it ladies
It's about you
edition?
guys.
When did both of you guys become Zulu?
We've literally been asking you about what you guys want.
No.
But
And
when
we
you
asked-
asked you guys deflected. You were like, why
No,
are
no,
you,
we
why
told
are
you
you
we
using
love-
this as an...
We say
We need to ask
We
what
have-
everyone wants to
we
hear.
have
Do you
no
want to
deal
hear the ladies edition or the men's edition?
Every
No,
edition
they'll
is
be
a ladies
both.
edition.
And that's why it's called perspective. It needs to come from both sides.
Every edition is a ladies
And
edition.
in your guys' perspective is
Po, 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 po,
your
po, po.
opinions on things change according to how you guys feel, right?
Yes,
We must-
our emotions are valid.
Okay.
Are we good? Can we?
I like how you said that.
Mm.
Because you know.
Guys,
I thought we were recording.
we are
We
recording.
are
Oh.
recording.
They chop and change. It
No,
depends
but
on
you
your
guys
mood.
make
This is what I'm saying. I need a
No,
part 2.
irrational
Because
based
It depends on the
emotion.
vibration.
Further break it down.
sibabuzile question.
You
And
guys are
esakutshela
making
thina
us
sathi thina sithanda
sound
into
emotional
sithandayo.
based-
Sometimes
What am I saying?
What?
You guys are making us sound irrational based on our emotions.
That's the problem. You guys think we're saying that. I was merely asking a question, and then I also told you why I said this. I said, as a brew in life, you know, if you have the other deficiencies, ukuba movie, short, or uyazi ukuthi kumele ube nemali, and then mawumuhle, unokusurvive ungenamali.
We
'cause
don't
umuhle.
have the privilege of
And
being
you said
George
that Is it
Clooney's.
not the same? Pretty girls survive because they're pretty.
Yeah,
Ugly
and pretty
girls
privilege is
need
a
to
real
work
thing.
hard. That's just a pretty privilege. Period.
Hard for what? For room cholo, no. For
No,
They
for
were-
home job.
But we're also-
And
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
from
that's
also
Jolong,
not
they
from
don't take them
Jolo.
out for
But we were
dates.
just saying, we will date an ugly girl.
Guys,
As
and
a
we
pity
will
fact.
we
date
will
an ugly
date-
girl if she
guys,
has something we love.
guys,
For mine-
an ugly girl
For
work,
anything.
an ugly girl working hard has no relation to us dating them.
But then again,
Am
what
I
is
lying?
a
You
girl?
could love. You
Like,
could be dating an ugly girl because she cooks for
Exactly.
you, and every other pretty girl
Exactly.
didn't cook for you.
What is an ugly girl?
Aye, aye.
Cute.
Oh,
Back
you
then.
must-
Aye, aye,
And-
aye.
hey, we-
Ah.
and-
Yeah,
and
but
then-
Tina, it's
and- and-
simple.
and then we have to close it like
Thina
this, then,
simple.
because
Thina
we don't know-
sithanda into sithandayo. Nalento singayithandi ngawe sizoyithanda ngoba siyakuthanda.
Ayithi Mike.
Uthando.
And
Mina-
Tina, we stick to what we love. We don't care about
Ulimi
all
lahle
the
ngoba
other
movie.
stuff.
And you
Angimlahlanga
think we
ngoba
don't?
movie.
Think about it.
T out of the equation.
Think about the question is all I'm saying.
Yabona
Out of the
bayajikelana, yabo?
equation.
I'm saying go think about the question.
That
Let's
is
leave
cold.
it. Let's leave it.
No.
That is
But
so
T- Let's put T
cold.
out of the
Oh, let's
equation
do the
with this
podcast
one.
thing. Tell us your feelings in the comment section over there.
On the comment
After clicking
section.
subscribe.
Do you agree
And
with
catch
us?
us on episode 2
Yes, or do you agree with the lady?
with Java. Now you must continue my argument.
Cool.
That's my baton pass, guys. I calls Java to come and
Yo,
finish.
guys, they will.
I wish he could bring his big Zulu afterwards.
It's as if Sizwe knew. Yeah.
But why are we only
James,
bringing guys? Why are you
James,
bringing
it's
guys?
as
Why
if
are we not
Sizwe
bringing
knew,
girls?
which we want to bring.
Why are you
Java
not
here.
bringing? Why are you not thinking of a girl to bring into this conversation?
Who?
Yeah, you can.
Who?
But you guys failed this, man.
You think you guys are gonna have
Why
a better
was it a
argument?
competition?
You guys are ganging up on us. There's like 19 of you and 3 of us.
See, we can't.
I hate it when men do this to us guys.
Ay, manipulation engaka. Ay.
After everything we've gone
That's not
through.
cool. That's not cool. I'm triggered.
I apologize.
And I feel
The
that
views
I-
expressed in
We
this
are not-
show.
we are not making you seem irrational. If anything, we are
not
making you sound.
gaslighting you as
We are
well.
honestly making.
Hey, niggas, stay
We're
tough.
actually
Come on,
honest-
niggas,
gaslighting.
stand your
And
ground.
you value me and you
Listen,
think I'm
That is gaslighting at
important.
its best.
I'm actually simplifying you guys. I think you guys are much simpler. It's okay for you guys to actually just wholeheartedly say, I do want a
But
nigga that's
it's
gonna help me
simple.
survive. Because naturally, I think women or females or the woman species in every species of animal has that type of relationship with the male. and the
Totally
female,
agree on
Right?
that.
But
It's okay for you to say you want survival. And when
do you
so-
not agree?
No, I do agree
right?
to an extent.
It's okay
Yeah.
to say you want him for survival,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
And it's okay for you ukuthi ufuna umuntu omuhle akekho umuntu ofuna umuntu omubi nathi siyavuma ukuthi nawe mawumubi sitshola nawe kusho ukuthi khona okuhle ngawe mara umubi abantwana babo kumele babhije ukuthi banabantwana babo abantwana bakho mawumubi mubi
Yeah, because you can see that shit. Why do people deny it?
ungasibuzi ukuthi yini ubuhle
But I've asked you guys.
ubuhle khona umuntu omubi sonke siyazi
Exactly.
mara
Exactly.
siyayazi into enhle ngayo yabo mara back to our chat
Anyway, yeah.
It's
But
fine,
wow.
chat.
But I have to say this real quick.
I was just saying.
Can I say what? Umubi.
Ufana nengulube
ebusweni.
How do we know that one?
You understand?
I just said
It's a thing, right? But I'm just saying, niggas are willing to override that shit
Yep.
for love.
And also,
And I just
They're
think
making females
they-
sound like they're the big
guys,
scenes.
what do you say?
It's not
No,
making
but-
you sound.
but-
T, I'm not making you sound like that. If I'm giving you examples, to share. Kita share. Share.
Honesty is very key.
It's so cool. when you
Oh,
talk about
transparency. Not even
Can we
honesty, but
have-
transparency.
Can we have the chat not based on hey, you're wrong or you're oppressing you?
But like, you know,
Guys, you dealing with
I
different
actually
niggas.
put this up on my-
Hi.
I put this up.
Sayazi quality. Sayazi quality, guys. Guys, it's right. That's why school man and this with the whole episode.
Yeah.
Siyabuza nje ukuthi, don't you wanna just think about it?
No.
T.
Yeah.
Hey, Mara, no, it's better now.
Wrap it up, guys.
Because it's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
Guys, we want Sizwe to come back.
Yeah.
No, I'm passing it on to Strav.
Are you going to call him?
Every
No.
week, everybody's gonna have to finish this conversation.
I'm with that.
Okay.
I'm with
Yo,
that.
Java, siyacela
Because by the
mfowethu.
time
Shava
Java
about
gets here,
it,
they're gonna have a
homie.
question about
But
why can't women
he's
be
on a
polygamist?
tour.
Polyamorous.
Can we
want
not
to
even
have
get into
two
polygamy?
husbands. Yeah?
Can we not even get?
Yeah, because you polygamous.
No, but-
T, let's wrap up. T.
Bye guys, we love you.
Hey, yo,
Subscribe,
yo.
like, and share.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Batung
And
Sizwe.
thank you. And thank you to Sizwe for pulling through. I appreciate it. Shout out, bro.
Is there anything you guys want to ask Sizwe? Anything he's busy with working
Oh
on?
no,
What's
Ivy
up?
Shembe. Hey, siyabonga.
I send Katelo Guzongani ngomana ngichuta. Ashkara World coming soon. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Like that, nigga. That's how we do.